Here's your First Warn weather forecast first. Sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
Another day where we had some sunshine. Temperatures just a touch cooler than where they sat yesterday, but still our numbers above average. We're at 37 in Rockford, Rochelle, 39 now in Dixon, still at 42 in Sterling, and 39 degrees in Freeport. Winds, they are a little on the light side, but that wind direction coming in from the northwest, which has allowed some colder air to kind of seep in. We'll see a few clouds here as we go through the remainder of this evening, but cloud cover increasing to the south, where we may see a quick flurry or two, especially along and south of Interstate 80, so really outside of the area. Likely going to deal with some areas of frost again going into tomorrow morning. Temperatures here as we go through this evening, you've got that light breeze back down into the 20s for the overnight tonight. Now, there are a couple of systems we're keeping an eye on that could bring both rain and even a few snow showers back into the forecast before we end the week. A look at when to expect those coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
A Rockford man's found dead over the weekend in Chicago. Authorities say he was shot to death.
Plus, state and local leaders gather to celebrate early childhood development programs. Rockford's mayor says investing in the city's youth will benefit the community for years.
And local middle schoolers get hands-on with their history lesson. Teachers say the activity makes the assignment memorable.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. A Rockford man turns up dead in Chicago.
Now police are trying to figure out what happened. A man was found shot to death on the southwest side of Chicago early Saturday morning. The Cook County coroner tells us he is Cristoforo Osorio Gonzalez of Rockford. He was shot in the head and back. His death is considered a homicide. Friends of the 35-year-old tell us he was last seen Friday night at his work in Rockford. Tonight at 9 and 10, hear from his family about what they know about his disappearance and murder.
Police make an arrest after someone breaks into a Belvedere area home. Investigators say 2 other suspects are still on the loose. January 15th, Boone County Sheriff's deputies were called to Wildflower Lane in the Timberlane subdivision for reports of a home burglary. Investigators say 3 men broke into the house. Deputies arrested 1, the other 2 ran off. The Sheriff's Department identified Kevin Puckett and Wayne Farley as 2 of the suspects. Puckett is in the Boone County Jail. Farley is not in custody. Both men are charged with residential burglary. The Boone County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help to identify the 3rd person. If you know who this is, contact the Sheriff's Office. That person does not face any charges. Investigators just want to ask him some questions.
Police arrest 2 Beloit School District employees after an incident involving a student. According to the city, this happened last Monday at Merrill Elementary School. Officers investigated and say they found enough evidence to arrest Stephen Jordan and Vida Bevino. The pair turned themselves in to police. They've been charged with disorderly conduct and released. Beloit School District's also investigating. 1 year ago, the state launched Smart Start Illinois. The plan invests $250 million in early childhood education and care.
Today, Governor J.B. Pritzker was in Rockford touting the program's success. Drea Baroni was there. Drea, what kind of impact has this made?
Yeah, Eric, Mimi, today was all about early education at the Youth Services Network in Rockford. Governor Pritzker was there to highlight the success of the Smart Start program throughout Illinois. It's a multi-year plan that gets access to early education, increasing funding for child care providers, and reaches families with early support and resources. Local leaders believe the program will continue to have an impact on this community.
Things that often ail communities like Rockford: lower educational attainment, lower employability, higher rates of violent crime. Investing in our young people help turn those into on the positive path.
Smart Start is working to eliminate preschool deserts. Those are areas throughout Illinois with low access to publicly funded preschool seats. I'll have more on how this program has helped state line students, families, and educators coming up later at 6. Eric?
Thanks, Drea. We'll see you then. A federal court backs the Biden administration's push to lower drug prices. The Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America sued. Group members argued the program was unconstitutional. A judge disagreed. Just days ago, the heads of the biggest pharmaceutical companies participated in a contentious congressional hearing. The White House and some lawmakers disagree about whether the market needs more regulation.
Virtually every shortage of drugs that we've seen in the last few years involves price controls that drive out production of the drug.
The new Medicare negotiation program is projected to save Americans $25 billion a year by 2031. The days of isolating with a COVID-19 infection may soon be over. The CDC plans to drop its recommendation to isolate for 5 days. Instead, the agency will suggest people monitor their symptoms and make their own determination as to when to end their isolation. This includes if they're fever-free for at least 24 hours without medicine and their symptoms are mild and improving. The new proposal is expected to align more with guidance for the flu and RSV.
Airline flight attendants are demanding change. A large group of airline stewards picketed outside of Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Flight attendants are calling for better pay and working conditions. The demonstration is part of a national effort being made by stewards representing several unions. Organizers say this is the first time flight attendants from 24 different airlines are protesting in unison.
We have not had salary or cost of living increases for over 5 years. We have new hire flight attendants who can barely survive, and that is with them picking up trips on their days off.
Half the time that we're at work, we're not getting paid. During the time that we're boarding, we're not getting paid. The only time that we get paid is when the doors close to the time that the door opens. Flight attendants sit in airports for hours on end in between flights, and during that time, they're not getting paid. It's time to get paid for all the time that we're on duty.
Alaska Air released a statement saying that flight attendants are paid for boarding time through a pay mechanism that was negotiated with the union in previous contract cycles. Thousands of Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash drivers plan to strike on Valentine's Day. They're asking customers not to use the apps and will specifically not offer rides to or from O'Hare. Similar strikes are planned in 9 other cities. The Justice for App Workers Coalition says its members are sick of working 80 hours a week just to make ends meet. Uber says its drivers make about $33 an hour. Lyft drivers make about $23.50 an hour after expenses.
Rockford Middle School students relive a major event in modern history. 7th graders at Keith Country Day built and tore down their version of the Berlin Wall. Each year, the class makes a 45-foot long and 12-foot tall replica out of cardboard boxes and duct tape. Students take inspiration from artwork at the East Side Gallery in Berlin to decorate their wall. Teachers say the lesson is about getting students to get hands-on with history.
We get here at 6:30 in the morning. And we eat donuts and we move all the boxes and bring them into the gym. And then we start building the wall all together. They have to figure out their engineering because we have boxes of all kinds of different sizes. So does this work? Does this not work? So a lot of teamwork involved.
This is the 13th year Keith has done the Berlin Wall simulation.
The White House is trying to negotiate another ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
Up next, concerns rise about the deal as Israel prepares to expand its ground war in Gaza.
Coming up at 6, local kids use Valentine's Day to learn about the nation. Teachers say their project's creating a lot of excitement among their students.
And some sunshine out there this afternoon after temperatures drop down into the 20s, back up to 41 today. We do see a little bit of a cool down by the time we get into the end of the week. Find out how long that'll stick around coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
The White House says it's close to brokering another pause in Israel's war with Hamas.
But President Biden's worried Israel may launch an attack on the refugee town of Rafah before the deal's finalized. Washington correspondent Jesse Tenur has an update on the negotiations.
The White House says another deal for a temporary ceasefire is imminent in Israel's war against Hamas.
In general, things seem to be moving in the right direction, but, nothing is done until it's all done.
National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby says the aim is to get more humanitarian aid in and the remaining hostages held by Hamas out of the region.
Does the U.S. believe that all of the remaining American hostages are still alive?
We don't have any information to the contrary.
New York Republican Congressman Mark Molinaro says one of those hostages is a 22-year-old from his district.
It is time to bring Omer home. It is time to bring them all home.
It's a top priority for the United States. But the president worries Israel may first launch a full-scale attack on the last major Hamas holdout, where more than 1 million refugees are sheltering.
They need to be protected.
They have a special added burden to make sure that they can provide for their safety and security and sustenance.
Kirby says the U.S. is constantly consulting with Israeli military officials, but the ultimate decision is up to them.
It's not like we give them a homework assignment and they have to then turn in their plan to us for grading.
Still, President Biden stresses whatever Israel's plan is, it has to stop killing innocent people,
including thousands of children.
In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
Here at home, we'll see a cool down in temperatures over the next couple of days.
After the break, Candace tells us about our rain chances tomorrow night and the potential for snow to mix in.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, now isn't this just a beautiful sunset? We take you up north with our SkyTrack camera in Beloit, sun setting. The best part about it is at 5:15 and we still have some decent amount of light there on the horizon. Just a gorgeous view out there. And with the sunshine today, our temperatures, while they were a little cooler than where we sat yesterday, still relatively comfortable as we made it into the mid 40s and a couple of spots, upper 30s, low 40s for most. We're 37 right now in Freeport, Rockford, 37 in Janesville, same thing in Rochelle, 39 now in Dixon, and 42 still the current temperature down in Sterling. Made it into the mid 40s there this afternoon. Well, we had a cold front come through late last night, came through dry. All it did was shift our wind around to the northwest, so we didn't have a lot of cooling behind the front because our temperatures were still rather warm compared to where they should be, but our dew point temperatures dropped, our numbers in the teens for most of us, so quite a bit of dry air in place, and this gives us a little bit of an idea of kind of where our temperatures will likely drop to here as we go through the night tonight. 38 for our weather watcher Terry in Genoa, 23 that dew point temperature, northerly wind now coming in at 9 miles per hour. Things have been pretty quiet across the board for the last couple of days. You've got a little more active weather moving out over the east and out now off the northeast coastline as that low pressure system moving out over the Atlantic. We've got a brief area of high pressure, but a little disturbance moving in across southern Iowa into central Illinois, bringing a few more clouds and most likely a couple of flurries, but those expected to stay mostly to the south of us here as we go through the night tonight. So we may see a little bit of cloud cover try to sneak in underneath a mostly clear sky, likely going to be dealing with some areas of frost once again as our winds are light from the north and northwest. That wind will shift around to the southeast though heading into tomorrow. I do think we make it back up to 47 with more of a southerly shift in our wind and most of our Wednesday looking fairly sunny. Cloud cover increases once we get late into the day and this will keep our temperatures 1 on the mild side here as we head into Wednesday night, but 2 also bring us a chance for some rain showers. Rain will move in late Wednesday evening, most likely after about 9-10 o'clock Wednesday night. Most of this should stay in the form of rain during the overnight hours, but early Thursday that is expected to mix in with a little bit of some snow. So there could be some slushy accumulations close to the state line and then a little north of there, depending on where exactly that low pressure system tracks. Right now looks like it moves right over northern Illinois, so that would place areas in southern Wisconsin with the highest potential, and it's not expected to be much for some of that slushy accumulation. So let's plan this out on Futurecast. Another brisk morning tomorrow. Winds will pick up a little from the south. Here comes the cloud cover, so that comes back in by the time we head into tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures are still in the 40s with that southerly wind. This is about 10-11 o'clock tomorrow night as that low pressure system nears. That low moves overhead late Wednesday into early Thursday. Again, you may see a little more of an opportunity for a mix across southern Wisconsin, rain showers, and even a rumble of thunder as we've got quite a bit of warm air trying to wrap in along with some stronger winds in the mid levels of the atmosphere. So wouldn't be surprised if we do hear maybe a rumble of thunder after midnight. But as that low transitions to our east, we'll start to see some colder air wrap in. So you may see a little bit of a rain snow mix there early Thursday before things dry out by Thursday afternoon, and we'll clear things out again once we head into Thursday night. Another system moves in by the time we get into Friday. This one temperatures will be cold enough to support mostly snow with this, so there could be some snow showers there during the day on Friday. And then we get the drop in temperatures. Notice bump down Saturday to 29 degrees. So a brisk start there to the weekend and quite colder compared to what we've felt here these last couple of days, but we do see the 40s return by the time we head into next week.
It's nice to see that return to normal is very short.
Yes.
Thanks, Candace.
The Ice Hogs will be in action tonight.
They'll try to close ground on the team that's just ahead of them in the Central Division race.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
The Ice Hogs have a rare Tuesday night home game tonight, and it's a big one. They're going to be hosting the Texas Stars. The Stars are currently just ahead of the Hogs in the AHL Central Division in 3rd place. The Hogs are in 4th. And the gap between them is 7 standing points. They played each other just last Friday night at the BMO. The Hogs lost 3-2 in overtime. On the upside for the Ice Hogs, they have collected points in each of their last 4 games. And they're at full strength now that Colton Dock, Wyatt Kaiser, and Anders Bjork are all healthy and playing again. And Cole Gutman is back from the Blackhawks. As for the Blackhawks, they're going to try to end a 6-game losing streak tonight. They will host the Canucks. The Canucks have one of the best records in the NHL. Luke Richardson was asked this morning if he's already in evaluation mode, evaluating guys for next season.
We discuss stuff like that daily, but I haven't, as a coach, got to that mode yet. I'm in about every day and winning today's game. So that's a little bit more on the management side.
Well, if you go to a Rockford Rivets baseball game this summer, you'll also be going to First Community Credit Union Field. The Rivets and First Community have struck up a naming rights deal. It's a 3-year agreement. The Rivets season will start on May 27th. Big part of why the Bears hired Kevin Warren a year ago to become their president was to get a new stadium deal done. So far, nothing. Here's what Warren recently told Jarrett Payton on our sister station WGN about that.
I would say the focus now, anytime you come into a new situation, you're just gathering information. Now I've been here about 10 months and I'm able to really have gathered, information. I mean, the Arlington Heights property is incredible. I mean, anytime you have 326 acres, near a major city, and now we've cleaned everything, so it's a vacant piece of land. So that's a great piece of property. That said, to be able to have optionality with Chicago, I've made it very clear what I feel about Chicago. I think it's the finest city in the world.
You can hear more of Payton's interview with Warren tonight on GN Sports Night. That's at 10:30 on Fox 39. That's sports. We'll be right back.
It was so nice when you were showing us your Skycam video that there was still some sunlight out there.
And every day we get a little bit more.
A little more at night and a little earlier in the morning. So that does help just a bit. And our days, they've been rather warm, even though we're in the middle here of February. But don't get too excited because we're still in winter. And I'll tell you, we've got probably...
Yank us right back to reality. But you're right. Well, there's plenty of time. We know it can still be cold all the way into March.
And you've got that there on the 7th day, though. Drop in temperatures, too. Now, as we go through the night, we are going to be quiet. Some frost here overnight, 47 for tomorrow, but rain mixing with snow, and I think there is a possibility for some slushy accumulations for some early Thursday morning.
Thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some of your time with us. Stay safe.